So today we're gonna talk about system vector psychology and what kind of system it was created on. If you remember in ancient times, ancient people, they had four main quarters, like of energy, you can say, fire, air, earth, and water. And based on this system, it was created a system for vector psychology, but instead of water and fire, we use energy, information, space, and time, four quarters of that system. Now, if you take any of the vector and you're gonna put it in the system, it's gonna be very easy to understand character of the person based on this system. For example, dermal vector person, as you already know, if you've seen my videos, that person is, for example, if that person in time matter, always kind of short in time, I'm running out of time, I don't have time, and always have these kind of keywords about the time, is gonna be the same thing in other three quarters. It's gonna be, as far as energy, if he's kind of, you can say, always talking about shortage of time, then it's the same thing will be with the energy. If you're gonna ask the same person for in Alaska, you're gonna ask him for some snow in the winter time, you're not gonna get it. It's gonna be the same thing. He's not gonna want to share his energy. You can say, too much greed sometimes. It happens in dermal, sometimes also in anal, but different way. I'm gonna explain it in a moment. But that person, you're not gonna able to borrow, for example, money from that person. It's gonna be almost impossible to get some of its energy. Now, same thing with information. They're not gonna want, they want you to tell, they're gonna ask you everything about your life, what are you doing, if it's business matter, about your business secrets, they want you to share. But when you're gonna ask them, they're not gonna want to share anything. They're gonna be kind of greed, some kind of greed in information. Space, the same thing. They want to take space. They want to. It's very similar, very closest vector to urethral. If you've seen my video about urethral, that's vector of the leader. They want to conquer new space, new territory, very territorial. Dermal, some sort of similar. They want more territory, they want more space. They don't want to give up of this space. They're also territorial, but in their way, in that dermal vector way. So it's kind of a little bit different from urethral. Urethral is trying to get the territory for his tribe, for his nation. And dermal, if he has this psychosexual delay and he becomes greedy for himself and he doesn't want to contribute it for the tribe and use it for the good of the tribe, then he's going to start doing for himself. Urethral, on the other hand, cannot do that. It doesn't have this, that urethral vector doesn't have kind of, you can say, it doesn't really worry about himself more then the tribe, so priority it's the tribe, then himself. So it's kind of opposite. Now, if you take Ano vector on the other hand, that vector, it's accumulating everything, it's accumulator. Why it needs to accumulate? Because information, knowledge, Ano vector person needs to accumulate knowledge so he can pass it over to the next generation. He can teach young kids, young warriors to become better, and he can be that kind of professor, you can say. And professor, teacher, he needs to have knowledge, he needs to accumulate that knowledge. If he's not going to read books, if he's not going to write books, if he's not going to rewrite them like they used to do in ancient times, there's not going to be any information to accumulate. So that person accumulates everything. The same thing with a fence. Ano vector can keep that offense, if you get offended, all the life. And if it breaks through, if it too much accumulated, that offense, you can transfer it into the society, and it can harm society. It can harm children, it can harm other people. So we need to be very careful with that. It accumulates time. How it accumulates time? Procrastinator. Procrastinates in everything. It procrastinates to start the business. It procrastinates to stand up of the couch. It starts from the childhood. You can check my videos. I talked about procrastination. Towards when it's a child, it starts to procrastinate act of defecation. In order to go to restroom, he procrastinates because eventually he can feel that it gives him some kind of pleasure, some kind of joy, because ano vector, anus, it's erogenous zone, gastrointestinal tract, all the way stomach, anus, it's ano vector. So all the issues that he can have with stomach, arrhythmia, heart attack, all these sphincters, it's ano vector. So procrastination accumulates in time. Same thing with the energy. He can keep all kind of garbage in his house forever. He's not gonna throw the TV doesn't work. He's gonna keep it. He's gonna accumulate all this stuff, all this energy. Maybe eventually he's gonna need it. It can become really. Sometimes they over exaggerating with all the stuff, and they keep stuff they're never gonna use in their 10 lives. And the last one, we covered 3 space. Now, if ano vector person able to have enough funds to buy castle or house with 100 rooms, and he needs only 5 or 10, he's gonna do that. Also accumulate in that space. It could happen also in ano vector. You're never gonna use this space, but that's its personality, accumulator. We need somebody, because we need doctors, we need teachers, because without this knowledge, without this accumulation, how are they gonna teach, or how are they gonna heal other people as a doctor? It needs a lot of information, accumulate, use this knowledge, pass it over, or use it toward other people to heal them. Or on the other hand, if he has some issues, frustrations, offense, then he can harm them, and he can become sadistic, the worst pedophile, the worst serial killers. We're going to talk about that in another video. It's with oral or it's with olfactory vector. It can be very dangerous for society, but we'll talk about that in details. Stay tuned, guys. See you next video.